Good morning. Welcome to April 18th live. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily good life meditation. This is an exercise that I do, a video that I make every day, a little bit after waking up, to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Go Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I go over the objectives of my creed, and I prepare myself for the coming day. So first, a few things out of the way. Hi, welcome from the side of the river. Yesterday, I did this video up a little higher up on that bank up there, and I noted how if I wanted to, I could come sit here and dangle my feet over the edge. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's hope that a kappa water doesn't come and snatch me away. It's very pleasant to watch the water flowing by. It's moving relatively quickly. You can switch the camera real quick and let's see. And then there's the Oshita River over there. I wonder if I can zoom this in. No, I can't. But that river over there dumping in, there's a river that runs past my house. And then this is the Tomoe River gliding along gently. And there's big koi fish down in there. And it's heading on its way to the Shimizu port. So I'll sit here and do this here. It's a really great place to do this because there's nobody around. I can make all the noise I want and not gonna bother anybody. The closest houses are all the way across the river there. I mean, not that I'm a noisy guy to begin with, but you get the idea. So the other thing I wanted to get out of the way was that I'm feeling out of sorts. Both Yumiko and I are, and we think it's something in the air, literally, the allergies or something like that. Yumiko and I both had a really strange day yesterday, feeling like we were sick, but we know that we don't think we are, which is exactly how we feel when the allergies strike. I took my medication, which really helped a lot. It still left me feeling discombobulated is the perfect word for it. Yumiko didn't take medication. She's not usually someone who suffers from allergies. She's not in the practice of taking meds, so she was just guardedly watching herself, taking care of herself. So when we took care of Dad's lunch, we didn't have lunch with Dad. We I bought bento, and we went by and dropped it off for Dad, and then Yumiko and I went home and had lunch together. So I'm still feeling it today. I literally feel like a little bit dizzy and fatigued, even though it's the start of the day. Normally this is when I'm at my peak. And one of the things that I do, just if you're curious, this is my journal, by the way. Oh, by the way, welcome. I got to do my beginning. Welcome to new subscribers. I want to say this is my journal video. So even though I'm at Japan, this is a lovely little river. That's Japan. Be happy in Japan. Mount Fuji is just right over there. I'm not really going to be talking about Japan much. This is my diary video, journal video, so to speak, like I said. So if I go on and on about myself, be forewarned. That's what this video is all about. I have notes that I compiled in the last 24 hours. I have a page for every day, and I'll be going through those notes to talk about the challenges and the opportunities that I met today. Also, disclaimer, I do sometimes talk about subjects that make people uncomfortable, most notably my own death, my own preparations for death. So just be forewarned, I will probably talk about that here. And then finally, a big thank you to my YouTube viewers, my members on YouTube, and my patrons over on Patreon who bought me this coffee this morning. I splurged for the big one. This is the 140 yen. My favorite canned coffee in Japan. It's the Daito Blend M coffee, milk and mild. It's really good and it's big, but it's a little more costly. I'm hoping the caffeine will revive me up. Okay, let's get started. So, as I was walking this morning, I've been up since 4 a.m. I get up at 4 a.m. every morning, and I do what I call an engagement right away at 4 a.m. Engagement simply means that I'm going through all of my social media and responding to all the comments that need a response, including YouTube. And that takes me a good half hour to 45 minutes usually. And then I go to, and I sometimes go to a mini stop where I used to do these videos in the morning before it got light. I would do it there. And then I wander around looking for a place to do this. And I found this lovely spot. Now, the thing is that as I'm walking and I'm not feeling good, in fact, I almost at one point wanted to turn back and head home, just to hell with it. Oh, look at this big clump of reeds going by with cherry blossoms on it. You can see if I'm just looking up there, you can see up there, the actual elevation of the water is higher up there. It's quite lovely. This is a lovely stream. Anyway, and this stream comes from Hirayama, which is a place up there where one of the first houses that Yumiko and I wanted to buy is right up there. Anyway, I'm off topic. As I was walking and I was thinking, I'm not feeling up to it this morning, I had to remind myself, Kurt, you never, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll change the way I do everything. And I had to remind myself, Kurt, no, you know better than that. You never make big decisions when you're not feeling good, because that's born of not feeling good and is not more characteristic of your truer intent. So I had to just table all those ideas. Just thinking just now, look at that. Look at all those stones. I'll bet there's so many artifacts buried in there, tile and ceramic and metal pieces that haven't rusted away from all the centuries of people that have lived here. Wow. Anyway, okay, back on target. So I'm going to then go over my list, which is short this morning. And for the last 24 hours, I'll do three things. I'll talk about the last 24 hours. Then I'll recite the 8 objectives of my creed, see how I'm doing. See what I mean? There's one right there. Oh, I can't zoom. I see bath tiles right over there. And then it'd be fun to come down and walk around on these stones, look for artifacts. Maybe I'll do that one day. Hey, I'm retired. I can do anything I want. I know that sounds flippant, but it's a significant fact. Much more weighty when you actually have it in hand. It was fun to imagine. It was more fun maybe to imagine freedom before I became retired than it is now that I am retired, because then you're like you say something flippant like that, like, hey, maybe I could go down there and wander around, look at the rocks, and then the little process in the back of your mind's going, yeah, why don't you? What's stopping you? You go, well, but I don't know. It's much easier when it's like someday in the future I might do that. So anyway, the one note that I have from yesterday was that I overdid it. I really worked hard in the garden yesterday, and twice I was doing some heavy duty cleanup in the bamboo forest, and I really overdid it. And I had to cut short the evening dog walk with Yoko and Yumiko. I took Rudy, and we went on a shorter course so he could do all of his business. And then when I went home, I prepared the bath, took a bath, and I went straight to bed. It's interesting. Now, normally I would then reflect on, because what I'm looking for here is I'm not relating what happened yesterday. I'm relating what happened that was interesting and significant, that was a problem usually, and how did I handle it. In this case, it was, in the moment, I knew that I was overdoing it, and I've been overdoing it the last couple of weeks, and I'm getting better at it. What it means is that I'll overdo it, and then I'll go rest, and then I'll feel good in 30 minutes. Whereas when I overdid it when I first moved to this house 3 months ago, I would overdo it and I would take a day to recover. Which means that I'm getting healthier and more fit and capable. So I decided yesterday just push on through a little further. Explore the limits. So I wouldn't consider that a bad call. It was a deliberated call. It was one that, after the experience of a couple of times of overdoing it in the garden and then recovering quickly, telling myself, oh, well, Kurt, you're feeling at the edges of your limits now. Let's push a little further. And I did. And I pushed a little too far, but I got back on my feet. I'm back on my feet now, with the exception of whatever it is, this allergy thing that seems to be hitting me. So there's nothing, I'm not going to score myself on this one. There's nothing more to relate, just to make an observation. And that's really it. That was the only thing yesterday. Okay, so as for the creed, boy, I really am out of sorts, man. This allergies have got me good. I know I could wear a mask. I could wear goggles, but I choose not to. I choose to suffer the consequences. So then, as for the creed, my 8 objectives, I'll just go quickly through them, are to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully, and to keep my balance. The key one there is being ready for death. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for death. Not that I want to die, but I'm prepared. My family won't be left in an upset state should I die today. They're well taken care of. Okay, so the last thing to do is to talk about today. And today is a significant day as our daughter Emily is coming back from her overseas training from her 2-week induction and initiation process into the extremely large Japanese corporation that she has joined as an employee 2 weeks ago. So she was up in Tokyo 2 weeks ago at the start of the week, with literally thousands of other new hires for that corporation for the year. They all get together at the big office in Tokyo, and then they were sent off to another part of Japan for a few days of team building endeavors as everyone got their assignments. It's like joining the military and being told which part of the country you're going to be assigned to, or which part of the world you're being assigned to. Emily got her assignment, and was identified with her new team, so to speak, that cohort. It's very important in Japan, especially in the Japanese corporate or any environment, to connect up with the people who are of the same year as you, who enter an organization the same year, because you kind of then go through your career together. Because the traditional way of doing things here is that you join a company and you work for that company for the rest of your life. And everybody who was there before you, they're your senpai, the ones that came before, you have to offer respect and deference to for the rest of your life. I mean, they'll always be your senpai. And those who come behind you, your kohai, are the ones that come behind you. The very special group are the ones that join the company the same year as you. It's like schoolmates, right? Your chums. And they're the ones that, at least if you watch like Japanese dramas, in the company, right? They're the ones that, this is true in South Korea too, I think, because I watch Korean dramas. It's different from America, right? Where I'm from. In America, like you make bonds with whoever you make bonds with in the company, whoever you connect with, whoever is similar, and it kind of doesn't matter. Like in the last company that I worked for, I would say that I was kind of close to the boss and the second in command. Even though I wasn't, the big boss, and even though I wasn't necessarily, I wasn't a boss, a boss. I was just a lowly project manager. And I was connected with various people all throughout the organization. It had nothing to do with our ages necessarily, or our rank in the company, or when we joined the company. It's just the ones we kind of clicked with, right? Here, that can be true too. Humans are humans, but it's really important to have a connection with the cohort that you share the connection with. It's like in school, they would do the same thing in school. Whoever were your teammates, your schoolmates from the same age. My father-in-law here, he still hangs out with the kids that he went to kindergarten with. They're all 90 now. So what I'm saying is that Emily, after the big, welcoming ceremony in Tokyo, they went off to another part of Japan with the people that she will be associated with, to use that word again, her cohort, 2025 inductees that of the same part of the organization where she'll be working for team building exercise, a very important thing. And then she was sent off to another country for a week of training, and she's back. A little less than a week. She's back today, and she's coming to see mom and dad. So she's going to come be here this morning, later this morning. She's taking the bullet train down like a big girl now. She's got herself a full-on job. She used to take the buses. She would take the bus down. She lives up in Tokyo. She would take the bus down to come see us, and Mom and I, her mother and I, would buy her a Shinkansen bullet train ticket to send her back. And but now she's a big girl, employed, big company, so she bought her own Shinkansen ticket. She's coming down to see us later this morning, and I can't wait to hear all about her experience. I have so many questions about what it was like to go to be inducted into a major Japanese corporation in 2025, especially as a young biracial, bilingual woman. I was really interested to see, she sent some photos, and there was one photo where there were, big fish just came to the surface over there. There's giant koi in this river. I mean, they're immense. If I see one swim by, I'll point the camera. And she had this thing where all the people in her group were on the black whiteboard writing down their slogans. And they're all in Japanese, and then Emily was pointing to hers, and it was in English, and it said, "Stay positive and healthy." She wrote in English. And I was impressed that with her confidence because when she was little, she would be hesitant to express her non-Japanese part. I was hesitant in this community where we raised her to speak to her in English in public, especially around friends, because that would cause her to stand out, or even to be around, you know what I mean? But now she's like, everyone else is writing their slogans in Japanese, and there she is writing it in English and pointing at it. That's me. I was like, you go, girl. Ooh, the fish is getting closer. It's dappling the surface. I don't know if you can see the ripples right there. Anyway, so she's going to be here. I like this spot, by the way. She's going to be here in a little later this morning. Our plans are to, of course, spend the day. She's going to stay the night. We'll have her here tomorrow, too. Our plans are to, a couple of things. We do wine and dine and entertain her and celebrate together with the extended family, her accomplishment. We're also going to, Yumiko and I have yet to make our final decisions. Well, we did make we decided to hold off just a little bit and let Emily help us make some final decisions about the flooring and the wallpaper for our new Senmenjo, the laundry and changing room area in our house that we're having done next week. And so we're going to take her out and ask her opinions on all that stuff. Take her to Starbucks like we did, Yumiko and I did the other day. Anyway, that's about it. Boy, I'm starting to feel better. I think the coffee is helping. Oh boy, yeah, it's good. So if you're in Japan and you want to really, especially if you're like a Westerner, like an American like me, because the reason I'm saying that is that we Americans, Canadians, people from North America, South America, and Central, I don't know, maybe Central America and South America are different with regard to coffee, probably better. But we North Americans, we have our flavors of coffee that we like, and this one really hits the spot. Just look for the big M. And I recommend the iced one. The cold one is the better one rather than the hot one. Okay, let's get around to answering questions. Wait a minute, did someone send me $5? Wow, thank you. Pleasing Silver Kills. Hi, Kurt, hope your day is going well. $4.99. Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. That's really nice of you to do. You personally have bought my coffee, and I'm going to use the remainder to buy this evening. I'll go down and I'll get us some ice cream from the Family Mart for my family and I, and I'll tell them it was from you, Pleading Silver Kills. And this is the first time I think I've seen your name here before. Welcome to my channel if this is the first time, and if it isn't, I do apologize if I've missed your name in the past, but you've got a very interesting name, Pleading Silver Kills. What does that mean, I wonder? Let's go through the comments. Traveling Gabriel. Hey, Traveling Gabriel, what's up? It's amazing how you have hit Japan running. You think so? I guess it would depend on. Yeah, I guess it would depend on what you mean. What constitutes it? Because I was thinking that with regard to, I have this feeling, this desire to do like I did before, which is go up into the mountains and, you know, do adventure videos and abandoned Japan videos and stuff. And I really feel like I've fallen on my face on that. Although I am putting up daily videos now, they're just not the same. But I guess we were right in terms of hitting the ground running, establishing our home, getting set up, finding a cadence with my life, with my wife, etc. Yeah, so I guess so. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have yet to, and maybe I won't. Maybe there's just that dream of doing the old softypapa just isn't a reality anymore. I don't know. Uh, Erica, hi Erica. Hi, good. It's good to see you, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see our daughter. We're gonna go pick her up at Shizuoka Station later this morning. Traveling Gabriel goes on. Have you started to find yourself in a routine, and how do you think it affects your physical and mental state? What an interesting question. Yes, I have found myself in a routine, and I would say that for the most part, it's relaxing. Ooh, here comes another big raft of. Let's take a look at this raft of stuff coming. Here it comes. Goes by. It goes some pigeons. Do you see the raft over there? Here it comes. The routine is good, but I also worry, and maybe this is indeed an act of thinking about it too much. I do a little worry about getting trapped, or maybe trapped isn't the right word. Losing my edginess. Maybe I can't quite find the right word. When I'm gainfully employed and tackling hard problems every day with my job, my mind was kept sharp and edgy, and I worried a little bit that the routine that I'm falling into here, which is a very pleasant routine, it's like the routine of a vacation. You know, you kind of get soft, right? I'm certainly not getting soft bodily wise, because I'm walking and working out so much in the garden. But you know what I mean, I think, Gabriel. I kind of just drifting away, but then part of me thinks that that's maybe allowing myself to drift away a little bit is part of the benefit of being retired, right? Why? Like I said in yesterday's video, maybe it's time to let all these younger, busier people driving by on their scooters, zipping off to let them take care of it all. It's the hell with it, right? Missy Boo, hi Missy Boo, hi everyone. I hope that you are all well. My apologies if I don't respond to everyone, but my phone is playing up and not showing the full chat. If I ask the same question to Kurt, I apologize. That's fine. I hope that you have a great day. Thank you, Missy Boo. Erica says hi to Missy Boo. Missy Boo says hi to Erica. Hopefully it's working now. Looks like it's working. It is, at least for now. Renaissance. Hey, Renaissance. Haven't seen you for a couple of days. Hi there. Hi, Kurt. It seems that the river is very high. I suppose it has been raining. It has been raining, indeed. Yep, we had a good deal of rain, and this comes from the Holy Mount Russo up there. So this is holy water. I hope that Emily enjoyed her training. I hope so too. I can't wait to see her. Seems like she did. Eric Swan, good morning. There in Japan. I'm finishing up my workday here in, I guess that's Minnesota. Yeah. Well, and good afternoon. Good morning to you, and good afternoon to you, Eric. And again, thank you very much, Pleading Silver Kills, for the donation. I appreciate that. Pleading Silver says, it's fine. LOL, I've changed my name a lot. I've been watching your channel since Exploring Japan days. A lot of wisdom and guidance you always give through your videos. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Frankly, you know, it's the opportunity to connect and to share both my stumbling points and the points that go well, that are the most meaningful part for me of doing these videos. It's why I make these videos every morning. I wouldn't call it imparting wisdom. I would maybe call it having a notebook to share where I'm stumbling and falling and how I'm attempting to deal with it. So if that's helpful to others along the way, even if in a voyeuristic sense, to watch Kurt fall and try to stand up again, like Daruma-san. I should make Daruma the official the mascot of my channel. You know, the Daruma figure, because his motto is, life knocks you down 6 times and you get up 7. And there's Robert. Hi, Robert. And all respected members in chat. So I like the way you say that, Robert. And then Robert says hi to Missy Boo. And Penny's Pleading Silver Kills. Wow, thank you. You've been around for a long time, since the old days. I appreciate that. All right, well, I think that's it. It's time for me to head home now and go have breakfast with my wife, walk the dogs, and get things ready. Emily should be here by mid-morning or a little later in the morning, just in time for lunch, I think. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Wasn't this a pleasant place? I think this might be someplace I come to regularly. I really like just sitting here. This is really nice, actually, just to sit, and we can watch how the river changes every day. As Renaissance pointed out, we can watch the river go up and down. Take care, everybody, and thank you again for the $5 Pleading Silver Kills. I appreciate it. Be safe, everybody, but not too safe. Take care.